Hello everyone, so our very first topic is Ansa Cervicalis, and we'll study this topic under the four headings. We'll start with the introduction, then formation, location and diagram. So Ansa Cervicalis is a thin nerve loop, and the next is how it get formed. So it formed basically branching from ventral rami of C1, C2, C3 spinal nerve and the branch from the C1 spinal nerve, it get enter into this hypoglossal nerve and it run with it for a short distance and then descends downward, and then C1 branch from cervical spinal nerve, it enter into this hypoglossal nerve and run with it for a short distance and then descends downward, which is known as a superior root or also known as descends hypoglossal. In the same way, branch from the C2 and C3 nerve, it unite to form a nerve which also descends vertically downward and parallel to the superior root, and it form a, and these both superior root and the inferior root unite to form a ansa cervicalis, or it forms a loop. So basically we see that this superior root gives a supply which muscles and the inferior root supply which muscles. So C1 and hypoglossal nerve, as we know that this is a 12th cranial nerve, and it get along with it and it supply genohyoid and thyrohyoid. And the superior root C1 alone, it supply a superior belly of omohyoid, and C2 and C3, it supply a three muscles. One is sternothyroid, sternohyoid and inferior belly of omohyoid. So we'll see and study this and get a clear picture that which nerve supply which of the muscles. As we already studied that C1 with hypoglossal nerve, it supply genohyoid and thyrohyoid, and this hypoglossal nerve, which is the 12th cranial nerve, and it supplies hypoglossal nerve muscle, which is the tongue muscles. So and C1 and hypoglossal nerve, it supply two muscles which is genohyoid and thyrohyoid, and basically it is known as a genohyoid. And next one is thyrohyoid. From the thyroid, and the thyroid gland is usually located behind it, so from the thyroid gland to the hyoid bone, so it is a thyrohyoid. And C1 supply a superior belly of omohyoid. As you can see that C1 with the help of hypoglossal nerve, it supplied two muscles. One is genohyoid and next is thyrohyoid, and C1 which is descends downward and form a superior root, and it give its branch to the superior belly of omohyoid muscles, which is this muscles which is usually extend from the hyoid bone, and there is aponeurosis inferior belly of omohyoid and extends towards the scapula. So this is a superior belly of omohyoid. And next one is C2 and C3 unite to form a nerve which give its branches to which of the muscles? Three of the muscles. One is sternothyroid, like from the sternum to the thyroid, so it is a sternothyroid. Next is sternohyoid, from the sternum to the hyoid, so sternohyoid. Next one is inferior belly of omohyoid. This is the inferior belly of omohyoid. So next we'll study that where it usually locates. We'll see its location. So it usually located within an interior triangle of neck, and even though in front of interior carotid sheath, and we'll study this interior triangle of neck in the further lectures. And as you know that interior carotid sheath is usually a fibroareolar condensation of fibroareolar tissue, and which usually surrounds this internal jugular vein and the common carotid artery. So it usually locates in front of it. As you see this inferior root, it mainly locates lateral to this internal jugular vein, and superior root, it usually run over the internal carotid artery, which extends into the common carotid arteries. I hope this topic gets clear to you. So thank you so much.